Sorry for the delay. Hopefully everybody's doing well. All-Star weekend so far has been doing well. Tomorrow's when it's going to really suck. But other than that, everything has been going quite successfully. Now, let's get into this because I want people to get a good gist of what's happened. Now, here's the strange and weirdness of the situation. Ja Morant is one of the biggest stars in the NBA. He's in the top 5 most searched, most popular players in the league. So, your top 5 player in the NBA, you want to get into the slam dunk contest. You want him to basically say, this is where I should be. Not only is Ja Morant not just one of the top 5 players, his team is one of the top 5 teams in the NBA. That's another note. So Ja Morant, whose team is in the top 5 as far as basketball teams in the NBA, well, he's one of the top 5 players in the league. You want him to come back to the slam dunk contest or participate in the slam dunk contest. My fault. You don't think Ja Morant is a top 5 basketball player? Wow. Okay, dude. That's your psychosis, and you can stay with that. I'm not here to change your mind. When Vince did the dunk contest, the one year he did it, Vince wasn't the top basketball player in the world. He wasn't one of the top 5 basketball players in the world, but that was different. When Vince did it, there was no dunk contest. They brought it back because of Vince. Now, remember they replaced it with 2-ball, whatever the hell that was. That was a nightmare. The dunk contest was terrible for years, so they just got rid of it and brought in 2-ball. And that was even worse. People didn't know what the hell it was. The people that was playing it didn't even know what the hell it was. So 2-ball was out. And the dunk contest was brought back by Vince. Now, let's get to the gist of what we're really talking about here. Well, here's the note. There's a lot of things that are being done that shouldn't be done, and I don't know why it's being done, but it's being put in play and it shouldn't be. Ja Morant, I would love to see Ja Morant versus McClung, but you want him, he's the top 5 player. You're going to have to pay him to get into the slam dunk contest. It's going to have to be a prize that's worth it for him to get into it. See, for somebody like McClung, you know, this is something, a dream for him. This guy was in the G League just last week. Now he's in the NBA. So for him, you know, this is a great moment. So for him to win the dunk contest, it means a lot more. That prize money is really needed, you know. Ja Morant is finna make doo-doo dumb dollars, what's the dunk contest for him? Why would he risk hurting himself or going through this just to be doing it? Now, it'd be entertaining, but this is an opportunity for the NBA. You want to make this happen, you do everything in your possibility to make it happen. Make it worth Ja Morant's time. Make it worth his while. So what you want him to do is to do you a solid and come in and just join the dunk contest. But it's funny to me how LeBron has never participated in a slam dunk contest. But yet, they don't bash him for it. But they bash anybody else who don't participate. LeBron James, I didn't put no pressure on him. Y'all gave him little slight pats on the back. Like, come on, Bron, you know you want to do it. Nobody gave a serious note or a serious nod to LeBron James ever playing or in the slam dunk contest or competing. He always said he was going to do it and never got around to doing it, right? Why? Because LeBron was basically, in his mind, a superstar in the league. Plus, he knew he wasn't going to win. I would take Ja Morant over Embiid any day. Sorry. I would take him over Joker and Embiid any day. LeBron never participated in the slam dunk contest. So y'all did not aggressively come after him to participate. And the way you did it, and LeBron told y'all, like, man, y'all got to make the prize money higher. Y'all should make it worth our while. The NBA don't want to do that. It's not supposed to be about the money. It's supposed to be a celebration. So they was like, well, let the new guys come in and dunk. Let them go tear their knees up and do all that jumping around and stuff and coming up with ideas for dunks. They need the prize money. Let them get it. I'm going to sit back and chill. Like I said, I would love to see Ja Morant in that situation. No, that's dumb, because now you're making it a team thing. If that's the case, then you're gonna have 30 players from 30 teams participating, because who wouldn't want to get free draft picks? That's just insane. Now, and then another thing I saw. Look, McClung won the dunk contest. He didn't win because he was white. They wanted the white guy to win. They tired of all the black guys winning, so they had this thing set up. It was set up for him to be the surprise to everyone in the world who didn't know about him. I knew he could do that. And I said, oh, he finna shock some people. Because they don't think white man can't jump. I've seen him on YouTube already. And Instagram videos doing talks. So I know he can get up. But if you take one good look at him, you're going to say, that guy can't jump. That guy can't do this. He can't do that. And then you put him in there with all these 6'9" dudes who can jump out the gym. Like that Sims dude, his whole head was above the rim down there. So, my thing is, you just spent the past 2 weeks labeling Ja Morant a thug and promoting him as a thug. Now you want to try to say, hey, Ja Morant, hey, buddy, come on and do the dunk contest. It's like, dude, you just been labeling me a thug for the past 2 weeks for no reason. You got the whole world, millions of people around the world saying Ja Morant thinks he's a thug. Why? What has he done to suggest he's a thug? And I want Shannon Sharp to explain that to me. I want Shannon Sharp to explain to me why Ja Morant, to you, Shannon Sharp, why do you feel that man thinks he's a thug? Because no one in the world has ever heard of Ja Morant being a thug or anything of that nature until y'all put that narrative out there. Oh, there was laser beams pointed at the players. The NBA has found that to be false after an investigation. So if that's false and that didn't happen, why is that not being reported as false? They brought it up in the media to the coaches and they say, no, it was an investigation done by the NBA. They found out no wrongdoing. There was nothing there. And Ja Morant was like, now, that whole story was false. It was proven to be false. Why is his brother, he still don't know, why is my brother banned from home games for a year in Memphis? Why? Then he's like, Ja Morant and his friends and who he hang with. Oh, who does he hang with, Shannon Sharp? I would love to know the answer to these things. Because, see, who are his friends? Do you know him? The only one that was acting like a thug was you, Shannon Sharp. He's on the court doing his job. You standing up challenging players. Who's a spectator at the game, pointing at them and yelling and all this stuff getting in their face. Dude, it's like you doing too much. Ja was the one calm, he wasn't saying nothing. So how is he the thug? You weren't even arguing with Ja Morant. No, that's not true. Shannon's mouth was going the entire game. He came there to agitate them. He was up there talking to them the whole time, telling them, you can't lie. LeBron going, and then that's when he put LeBron on, Dylan Brooks put LeBron in jail. Locked that boy up that night. I know, but see, that's the thing. We gotta find an excuse just to say he lost. He only won it because he white. Well, it was an anomaly to see a white guy win it. He was only the second white guy to ever win it. So, like, what's his name? Rick Barry's son won it the first year. And now they just won it. So, there you have it. Not too many people are winning this thing that's white. It's not that he's white just alone. It's the fact that he's about 6 feet tall and he can jump out the building. Now, a lot of these guys are 6'9", so they get what they call the Spud Webb rule. When Spud Webb went up against Dominique, it was amazing to see Spud at 5'6" go up there and do these dunks. Then he did the Vince Carter. It's over. They knew what he was going to do. That's why they let him dunk last. They didn't let anybody dunk after him. This whole dunk contest was set up so that he would be the one to walk away with it. But shock and awe to the rest of the audience and the NBA players. A lot of NBA players did not know this guy. They knew nothing about him. Then all of a sudden, boom, here he comes out of nowhere. Well, now he's the talk of the whole internet. Now they got Ja Morant trending because the NBA is trying to push Ja Morant to come do it. Okay, I would love to see it. That's something that people want to see. I would love to see Ja Morant dunk against this guy next year. But my thing is, you're going to have to make it worth Ja's time. Well, that's the nature of it. If it's not going to be Ja Morant's time, and it's not going to be worth his time, then why is he even pursuing it? Let it go. If that's the case, so. But I'm saying the NBA should try to make that happen. But this is why you don't tear down your athletes. If you're the NBA, you're tearing them down to just hold up certain guys that you like. But the public likes Ja Morant. Now you need Ja Morant. So now you're like, okay, I need Ja Morant. The one guy I thought I could live without, I can't. I need him. Like I told you, they trying to do him like Allen Iverson. They want to make him the villain of the NBA. That's what the 16-year-old is saying at his house. Whoever this 16-year-old is, definitely is somebody Ja and them know. They're going to go to court or whatever and handle whatever that is. But we don't know what this 16-year-old person then did. or said to Ja Morant? Nobody knows. So everybody just need to chill on the whole Ja Morant thing, because we don't know no details more than that. But they love to run with the stories. All I know is they told a false story the whole time. They know it's false, and they got the rest of the NBA running with it, which makes no sense. I'm scratching my head like, why are people running with this story and it's false? And none of them is saying it's false. It's been proven false by the NBA. They just running with this story. I felt bad for Ja, because he didn't deserve that. I just think it's sad. It's sad to see someone has that type of opinion about another player or anything else without any type of, like, what has he done that you would say he was a thug? Like, what? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What has he done to make anybody say Ja Morant is a thug? Nobody's ever figured that out. We don't know if that's true. That's what I'm saying. Have you seen the 16-year-old? So that makes him a thug because they played a basketball game in his house, and the kids say he got socked in the face by Ja Morant. First, if the 16-year-old was at Ja Morant's house, Ja Morant knows the kid. The NBA needs them to be a villain. They need their villainous team in the NBA, and they choosing Ja Morant to be it. When Allen Iverson played, they needed him to be the villain. And the Lakers, they the good guys. Y'all never thought about that. Nobody ever thought about what made Ja Morant. And then they keep talking about Ja Morant friends. They don't know not one of Ja's friends. So what are they talking about? All these things Ja Morant's involved in. What is he involved in? Because he said he could whoop the West? No. They set it up so Mac could shock the world, which he did. I mean, but did he not have the best dunks in the dunk contest? Clearly. I mean, the guys brought it, but they didn't win. Hey. They just didn't win, B. And that's really just the gist of it. He won. I don't care if he was Mexican. He hit some great dunks. I knew he would. He was going to shock the rest of the world. Now they know who he is. So he wanted to go up against Ja. I'm cool with it. Just, you're going to have to make it worth Ja's time. This is why you don't spend your time trying to paint him to be a thug and all this garbage. So anyway, I got to get out of here. One. Got to go club it up.